Netflix's biggest animated hit of 2024 just lost some of its most jaw-dropping moments, and what got left on the cutting room floor will absolutely blow your mind. The most heartbreaking cut of all is the aquarium scene between Rumi and Jinu. This was supposed to be the romantic turning point of the entire film. Between the ethereal atmosphere and intimate conversation about Jinu's demon side, the scene was building toward their first kiss. The one fans had been desperately waiting for since the opening credits. Then the studio made the call to scrap it completely. Fans were left hanging without the romantic payoff they had been expecting. Everything was already done. Voice acting recorded, music finalized, and animation completed. They literally threw away a finished scene. Instead of this magical moment, we got nothing. Just two characters with obvious chemistry who never quite connect on screen. There was supposed to be an entire musical number where Celine reveals the truth about Rumi's mother's death. Not just any song, a full emotional duet between the former demon hunter and the girl she raised. Celine was supposed to have a complete emotional breakdown in song form. The musical number would expose how the accident that killed Rumi's parents has been destroying her from the inside. All that overprotective behavior we see, it's not about being controlling. It's guilt eating away at her every single day. The creators had already animated flashback sequences of the Sunlight Sisters, the demon attack, and Celine's impossible choice that wrecked her best friend's family. This was supposed to be the movie's emotional knockout punch. Instead, we got nothing. It was all deleted. After Rumi's transformation during the explosive lethal sequence, she was supposed to find herself alone in the darkest moment of the film. Standing in front of her mother's cracked gravestone, surrounded by a glowing demonic aura that looked like a portal to hell itself. The barrier between the human and demon worlds had grown so weak that dark spirits were slipping through the cracks. In this supernatural chaos, a shadowy force would drag Rumi toward the grave, forcing her to confront blocked memories from her childhood. The flashback sequence was absolutely beautiful. Her father, a gentle-looking demon, would appear in the memory, handing young Rumi a violet flower. In the original character design, Rumi's scars weren't purple, they were violet, matching the flower symbolism perfectly. However, all of this character development was cut. Without this scene, Rumi's transformation feels random instead of deeply personal. Her connection to the demon world remains unexplained, and her father's identity stays completely mysterious. Animators confirm that Rumi and Jinu were supposed to share not one, not two, but 3 passionate kisses throughout the movie. Every single one got deleted, leaving fans feeling completely robbed of the romance they'd been promised. The first was during the aquarium scene, the second at the climax of Libre, and the third during Jinu's heroic sacrifice protecting Rumi from Guima's attack. Fans walked away feeling robbed of the romance they'd been promised. One of the most uniquely Korean elements that got completely removed was an entire idol competition sequence. The Huntress was supposed to compete against the Saja Boys in challenges directly inspired by real K-pop athletic competitions where groups battle it out in ridiculous games. The sequence was designed to show that these characters aren't just supernatural warriors, they're also entertainers with the competitive fire that drives real K-pop groups. But international focus groups apparently didn't understand the cultural references. Instead of educating global audiences about Korean entertainment culture, the creators replaced the competition with a generic autograph signing event. Here's the plot twist that would have changed everything. Jinu wasn't supposed to die. In early script drafts, the leader of the Saja Boys would survive his confrontation with Guima and continue fighting alongside Rumi. The original ending showed Jinu handing his signature hat to Rumi in a symbolic gesture, then disappearing into a mysterious portal that clearly hinted at his return in future sequels. Instead of a tragic sacrifice, it was a hopeful separation. This version would have allowed the story to explore Jinu's traumatic backstory. The sequel potential was enormous, with possibilities for flashbacks to his boy band days and a deeper exploration of his relationship with the other Saja Boys. But the creative team chose maximum emotional impact over long-term storytelling potential. They killed off the most beloved character to guarantee tears and social media buzz, potentially sacrificing rich character development that could have sustained multiple films. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, or you might be the next one deleted from this universe. Look, I know what you're thinking. A fashion scene sounds like fluff. But here's the thing about K-pop. The visuals matter just as much as the vocals. The creators planned an entire sequence of the Huntress girls chilling in their room, doing skincare, experimenting with makeup, and having their own little fashion show. Rumi's closet, which appears briefly in the final film, was supposed to be the centerpiece of a makeshift runway show where the girls hype each other up and vote on the best looks. The animators had designed dozens of additional outfits that never made it to screen. Trendy, modern K-pop fashion that would have become instant cosplay favorites. The deleted wardrobes included completely different color schemes for the Saja boys as well. Abby originally had green hair instead of neon pink, and Baby was designed as platinum blonde with a much rounder, cuter face. These alternate designs might still appear in flashbacks or alternate universe sequences in future films. One of the deleted sequences would have taken viewers on a journey through the history of demon hunters. It spans from the 17th century to showcase the evolution of hunters across various time periods. Think about how cool that would have been, watching these legendary fighters develop the exact same combat techniques that Rumi and her crew use now, but with old-school weapons and period costumes. But fitting this massive historical overview into the 85-minute runtime proved impossible. The creators had to condense centuries of hunter history into Celine's brief exposition about the Sunlight Sisters, losing incredible opportunities for world-building and visual spectacle. The deleted time travel sequence included battles that would have explained the hunters' spiritual connection to their weapons, the origins of their supernatural abilities, and the ancient treaties that maintain balance between demons and humans. All of this rich mythology got reduced to a few lines of dialogue. The infamous men's bathhouse fight was supposed to be much longer and more chaotic. Beyond the awkward comedy of the Huntress accidentally invading a male space, the scene was supposed to include actual water demons rising from the steam and pools. These water demons would have changed the whole vibe. What started as a funny scene would suddenly turn into a crazy fight, with the girls battling monsters while trying not to flash anyone in a men's bathhouse. The creators wanted to mix comedy, action, and romance. Remember that shirt-ripping moment, all in one wild sequence. Fans who really pay attention say you can still spot the weird cuts where they remove the water demons. The scene jumps around and feels unfinished because they had to chop out the big fight scenes to keep it family-friendly. The most heartwarming deleted scene would have shown the Huntress girls officially adopting Jinu's beloved pets, the blue tiger and the raven, after the final battle. The adoption sequence was designed to prove that the hunters fully embrace Rumi's demon side, accepting even the creatures connected to her darker heritage. Evidence of this adoption is evident in the final film, where Zoe wears a shirt with a tiger design, confirming that the pets ultimately ended up with the group. But without showing the actual adoption, audiences missed the emotional payoff of seeing these characters choose love over fear. The scene connected directly to Mira's worried visit to Rumi's room, where Rumi is clearly struggling with her demon identity and trying to hide the pets. The adoption would have been proof that her friends accept every part of who she is, even the parts she's ashamed of. If you're craving more, check out our other videos, which explore the content that almost was, but never quite made it to your screen.